that I believe are common courtesy that I've realized may not be so common. First one being, when you walk into a room, you need to speak to everyone in that room. Me personally, I walk in and I say, hey y'all, how y'all doing? That's kind of my thing. But whatever your version is, you need to greet everybody in the room. And to the people that are already in the room, it's your job to also create a welcoming environment for the person that's walking in, especially if you know they don't know many people in the room. Like, I hate when somebody's like coming in like, oh, hey guys, whatever, and everyone's just looking at them. No, you need to be greeting them also. Next thing is, when you go to someone's house, you should always bring something. Especially if they're hosting an event. It could be a bottle of wine, it could be like chips and salsa, it could be like your favorite juice that's $1. Like, it doesn't matter what the price, but just like the effort to bring something to the host. A candle, I don't know, just something small. If you're going to a function and you're making like a dish or something, or maybe you're bringing some drinks, whatever, you leave it when you leave. Like, whatever you come with, you leave with the host, or you leave at the function. Especially if you're leaving before the function is over. Like, you're not supposed to be tracking down like, oh, is there any more of that watermelon that I brought? Blah, blah. Like, obviously, if you have a dish, like your physical like dish that you want or that you need that at that moment, whatever, like different. But don't just try to be like, oh, well, I brought these jalapenos. Like, let me take them. You just leave it. Unless the host specifically tells you to take it. And if you are staying till the end or like close to the end, you should help clean up. Hosting is already a lot of work, so just like being generous and like, oh, let me wash the dishes, let me help put some of this food away, you know, whatever. Pick up chairs, wipe it on the table, literally anything. A small gesture, it means a lot. Okay, you should always be asking if you should take your shoes off when you go into someone's house. Me personally, I take my shoes off, but if everyone else has their shoes on, I'm not gonna get my socks or like my feet dirty because I'm stepping on the bottom of your guys' shoes. So just always ask like, what are their house rules? And as a host, don't tell someone to take their shoes off knowing you have your shoes on. Now you're just getting their socks dirty. And last but not least, if you're not staying till the end, don't start making to-go plates. There's nothing that annoys me more than when someone starts making a to-go plate before everyone has even gotten there or gotten a chance to eat. Like, no to-go plates should be made until the end of the function. Also, no to-go plates should be made until the host says, oh, you guys take some of this food. Like, don't just go in there and start making your to-go plate if the host didn't open up for you to make a to-go plate. I feel like that's just rude. I feel like back in the day, it was more custom for everyone to like make to-go plates and do all this stuff. But in this economy, give the person who's hosting the option to get food or keep food for themselves if they want to after the function, knowing they probably spent a whole bunch of money on the function. I personally like sending people home with food, but I just think it's nice to give the host a chance to like, you know. Like I said, I thought these things were common courtesy, but I've realized they're not common courtesy to everyone.